Welcome to Everyday Nutrition. I am Dr. Mandell. Did you know that the very vitamins sitting on your kitchen counter, the ones you've trusted for years, might actually be silently damaging your heart, brain, and immune system? It sounds impossible, right? But shocking new research from leading U.S. medical institutions reveals that many of the supplements older Americans take every single day could be speeding up aging instead of slowing it down. For millions of seniors over 60, this is more than a simple mistake. It's a hidden health trap. The wrong vitamins can trigger inflammation, drain your energy, cloud your memory, and even increase your risk of heart disease and cancer. And the worst part, most people don't even realize it's happening. But there's good news. While some vitamins are quietly working against you, others can reverse the damage, rebuilding strength, sharpening your mind, and helping you stay independent for years to come. Today, we're uncovering the truth about supplements for seniors, backed by real science, not marketing hype. You'll discover the 4 worst vitamins you should never touch and the 4 life-saving ones your body truly needs every single day. So stay with me, because by the end of this, you'll never look at your vitamin bottle the same way again. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. Part 1, the 4 worst vitamins seniors should never take. Worst vitamin 1, high-dose vitamin E supplements. It sounds harmless, doesn't it? A simple little capsule labeled vitamin E, heart and immune support. Many seniors take it every morning, believing it's keeping them young and strong. But the truth is far darker than the label suggests. Dr. Karen Mitchell, a cardiologist from the Cleveland Clinic with over 30 years of experience, says she's seen this mistake too many times. I've had patients in their 70 seconds come in with heart palpitations, fatigue, even chest pain, and they thought they were just getting old. When we looked deeper, the common thread was high-dose vitamin E supplements. You see, while vitamin E is an antioxidant in small amounts, once you cross a safe threshold, about 400 IU a day, it turns into the opposite, a pro-oxidant. That means instead of fighting free radicals, it starts creating them. Imagine something meant to protect your cells, now tearing them apart from the inside. A major Johns Hopkins meta-analysis involving over 135,000 people found that seniors who took large doses of vitamin E had a higher risk of heart failure and early death. Why? Because too much vitamin E can thin your blood, disrupt clotting, and damage heart tissue silently without warning. Take, for example, George, a 72-year-old retiree from Florida. For years, he proudly took 1,000 IU of vitamin E daily because he'd read it was good for the heart. But after months of unexplained bruising and dizziness, his doctor discovered that the supplement had dangerously altered his blood's ability to clot. What he thought was helping him could have ended his life. So before you reach for that extra dose of protection, remember this. In the world of vitamins, more isn't better. Sometimes it's deadly. And if you think vitamin E is the only one hiding such risks, wait until you hear about the next so-called healthy vitamin that may quietly raise your risk of cancer instead of preventing it. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now, let's move on to point number 2. Worst vitamin 2, synthetic beta-carotene, the fake vitamin A. For years, many seniors have been told that vitamin A keeps the eyes sharp and the immune system strong. Walk down any pharmacy aisle and you'll see bottles promising healthy vision or antioxidant protection. But hidden behind those shiny labels is a dangerous secret, one that even cost some people their lives. Dr. Michael Andrews, a pulmonary specialist from the Mayo Clinic, recalls one of his patients, a 68-year-old former smoker named Robert. He was taking a supplement with synthetic beta-carotene every day. Dr. Andrews explained he believed it would protect his lungs and vision. 6 months later, his CT scan showed the beginnings of lung cancer. What Robert didn't know was that the very vitamin he trusted had been proven in major studies to increase the risk of cancer in older adults, especially smokers and those exposed to pollution. In a massive study published in the New England Journal of Medicine, researchers followed more than 29,000 people and discovered that those taking synthetic beta-carotene had a 28% higher risk of developing lung cancer. Why? Because fake beta-carotene, the kind made in labs and stuffed into cheap multivitamins, behaves nothing like the natural form found in carrots or spinach. Inside the body, it oxidizes quickly, creating toxic free radicals that damage DNA, accelerate aging, and fuel the growth of abnormal cells. Worse yet, many vision and immune support supplements for seniors still contain the synthetic version, often labeled just as vitamin A as beta-carotene. It sounds innocent, but for someone over 60, it can quietly turn from a helper into a hidden enemy. If you want to protect your eyes and lungs, real food, not a pill, is the answer. Bright vegetables like sweet potatoes, kale, and spinach give your body natural carotenoids that heal, not harm. And if you think this story is unsettling, wait until you hear about the next vitamin. One that slowly builds up in your blood like rust on metal, quietly damaging your heart, brain, and even shortening your life. Worst, vitamin 3, iron supplements, when you don't need them. Iron sounds like something we all need, right? It's what gives your blood strength and energy. But here's the terrifying truth most seniors don't realize. Too much iron can quietly poison you from the inside out. Dr. Susan Harper, a hematologist at Johns Hopkins, explains, iron is essential, but the body has no natural way to get rid of the excess. Once it builds up, it stays in your liver, your heart, even your brain, slowly causing damage year after year. And for older adults, this damage often hides behind symptoms we blame on aging, fatigue, joint pain, or foggy memory. Take the story of Margaret, a 74-year-old grandmother from Texas. She'd been taking an over-the-counter multivitamin with added iron for almost a decade, thinking it was helping her fight tiredness. But when she began feeling short of breath and her doctor ran tests, the results were shocking. Her iron levels were 3 times the normal range. The buildup had already started scarring her liver and weakening her heart. I thought I was doing something good for myself, she said, but I was poisoning my own body one pill at a time. Science backs her story. Research published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that seniors with high ferritin, a marker of stored iron, were significantly more likely to develop heart disease and dementia. Excess iron acts like rust, oxidizing your tissues and fueling inflammation that damages blood vessels, nerves, and even brain cells. Unless your doctor has diagnosed you with iron deficiency, which is actually rare in men and postmenopausal women, you should never take iron supplements. Get your iron naturally from spinach, beans, or a small portion of red meat if needed. But skip the pill because what starts as a little extra strength could slowly become the spark that burns through your health. And if you think iron is dangerous, wait until you hear about the next super supplement. One that millions of seniors take daily, believing it's a safety net, when in reality, it might be the most misleading health trap of all. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now, let's keep going with point number 4, worst vitamin naughty, mega multivitamins. It's a morning ritual for millions of older Americans. A big colorful pill promising complete daily nutrition, immune support, and energy for life. The label sounds reassuring, almost medicinal. But here's the chilling truth that few people over 60 ever hear. Those so-called mega multivitamins could be silently overloading your body, straining your heart, liver, and kidneys every single day. Dr. Robert Kleen, a geriatric specialist from Boston, says he's seen this mistake more times than he can count. Many of my patients come in with fatigue, dizziness, or muscle weakness. He says when we review their supplements, they're often taking high-dose multivitamins designed for young athletes, not aging adults. Their blood work tells the story. Too much vitamin A, too much B6, too much E, and iron levels off the charts. A Harvard study that followed over 160,000 adults revealed something shocking. Taking large daily multivitamins didn't lower disease risk or extend lifespan. In fact, for seniors, it was linked to increased inflammation, higher oxidative stress, and even kidney strain. The problem is simple. Your body after 60 doesn't process nutrients like it used to. What it doesn't use, it can't easily eliminate. And over time, those excess vitamins, especially the synthetic ones, build up quietly, turning into toxins. Take Helen, a 79-year-old retired nurse from Ohio. For years, she believed her complete senior multivitamin was keeping her healthy. But when her skin turned slightly yellow and her doctor ran liver tests, the culprit was clear. Years of oversupplementation had damaged her liver's ability to filter toxins. "I thought I was doing everything right," she said through tears. "I just didn't know too much of a good thing could hurt me." If you're taking a multivitamin, make sure it's made for seniors, low in iron, moderate in B vitamins, and derived from natural sources. Because in the world of supplements, more isn't better. It's dangerous. And now that we've uncovered the 4 hidden villains, let's turn to the truth that can change everything. Coming up next, the 4 essential vitamins every senior should take daily. The ones that don't harm but actually heal, protect, and rebuild your body from within. Part 2, the 4 best vitamins seniors should take daily. Best vitamin 1, vitamin B12, methylcobalamin form. As we grow older, our bodies begin to change in quiet ways we can't always feel. One of the most dangerous being the gradual loss of vitamin B12 absorption. By the time many Americans reach their 60 seconds or 70 seconds, the stomach produces less acid, which means far less B12 is extracted from the foods we eat. The result is a slow, invisible decline that can look like aging, when in truth, it's a deficiency starving the brain and nerves. Dr. Linda Pearson, a neurologist from the Mayo Clinic, calls B12 the hidden spark plug of the senior brain. Without it, she says, nerve cells begin to fray, memory slips, mood darkens, and energy fades. I've seen patients who thought they were developing early dementia or depression, she explains, and it turned out they were simply low on B12. Once we restored their levels, they came back to life, sharper, steadier, more themselves again. Take Harold, a 76-year-old retired engineer from Oregon. He had been struggling with fatigue, balance issues, and forgetfulness. His doctor suspected Parkinson's or Alzheimer's until a blood test showed his B12 was dangerously low. Within weeks of taking a daily 100 micrograms B12 supplement in the methylcobalamin form, the kind most easily absorbed, Harold felt his energy return. It was like someone switched the lights back on in my mind. He said, "Science confirms his story." Studies in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society show that maintaining healthy B12 levels reduces the risk of cognitive decline by nearly 30% and improves nerve health and mobility. It's a small vitamin with enormous power, especially for those who wish to stay mentally sharp and physically steady long into their golden years. But B12 isn't the only key to a longer, stronger life. There's another vitamin, one you can't get enough of from food or sunlight alone, that quietly protects your heart, bones, and immune system every single day. Let's talk about vitamin D3, the sunshine your body still needs even after the sun goes down. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now, let's move on to point number 2, best vitamin Coxi, vitamin de Colme. For most of our lives, we've been told that sunlight is the best source of vitamin D, that just a little time outdoors each day will keep our bones strong and our immune system sharp. But here's the reality for older adults in America. After 60, your skin simply doesn't produce vitamin D like it used to. Even if you spend time in the sun, your body may still be running dangerously low, and the consequences can quietly affect nearly every part of your health. Dr. Alan Becker, an endocrinologist from the Cleveland Clinic, calls vitamin D3 the cornerstone of aging well. He explains, low vitamin D levels are linked to weak bones, higher fall risk, poor mood, heart problems, even a higher chance of early death. It's not a vitamin you can afford to ignore. It's the one that keeps the entire system running. Take Eleanor, a 71-year-old widow from North Carolina. She loved gardening, but started feeling chronic pain in her hips and knees. I thought it was arthritis, she recalls, but the pain got worse every winter. Her doctor ran a simple blood test and found her vitamin D level at only 14, dangerously deficient. After 3 months on a daily 2000 IU vitamin D3 supplement, her energy returned, her pain eased, and she began sleeping better. I didn't know a tiny vitamin could make such a difference, she said, smiling. And science backs her up. A Harvard study found that seniors with healthy vitamin D levels had a 41% lower risk of fractures, better balance, and stronger immunity. It even plays a role in brain health, helping prevent the cognitive fog and mood swings that so many mistake for just getting older. If you're over 60, a daily dose of vitamin D3, ideally paired with magnesium or calcium, can be life-changing. It's not about chasing youth. It's about keeping your strength, your steadiness, and your independence. But as powerful as vitamin D3 is, there's another nutrient even more vital for your heart and energy. One your body's natural supply starts to lose the moment you hit middle age. Up next, we'll uncover the secret behind CoQ10, the fuel your cells are begging for. Best vitamin 3, CoQ10 ubiquinol form. There's a quiet reason many seniors feel drained, weak, or short of breath. And it's not just age. It's because their bodies have begun to lose one of the most vital nutrients for energy and heart health, CoQ10. This vitamin-like compound lives inside every cell, fueling the power plants that keep your muscles, brain, and heart alive. But here's the part most people don't know. After 60, your natural CoQ10 levels can drop by nearly 50%. And if you take cholesterol-lowering statin drugs, which millions of older Americans do, your CoQ10 can plummet even faster. Dr. Rebecca Lynn, a cardiologist at Stanford University, explains it plainly. CoQ10 is the spark that keeps your heart beating strong. Without enough of it, the heart muscles tire, the brain fogs, and energy disappears. She's seen patients who thought their fatigue was simply old age when in fact their cells were starving for fuel. Take Frank, a 7-8-year-old veteran from Arizona. He loved walking his dog, but found himself winded after just a few steps. I thought my heart was failing, he admitted. His doctor discovered his CoQ10 levels were dangerously low, a side effect of his statin medication. Within weeks of starting a 100 mg daily supplement of ubiquinol, the active form of CoQ10, Frank's energy came roaring back. It felt like I was 20 years younger. He said I could breathe again. I could live again. Scientific research supports stories like Frank's. A major study in the European Heart Journal found that CoQ10 supplementation significantly reduced hospitalizations and deaths from heart failure in seniors. It doesn't just energize, it protects. It shields your heart from oxidative stress, sharpens your thinking, and helps every organ work the way it was meant to. So, if you've been feeling tired, foggy, or low on stamina, your body might be pleading for the cellular fuel. And while CoQ10 brings life back to your heart, there's one more nutrient that brings calm, clarity, and protection to your mind. The essential oil your brain can't live without. Next, let's talk about omega-3, nature's miracle for sharper memory and a stronger heart. Best vitamin 4, omega-3, fish oil, or algae oil. If there is one nutrient that every doctor wishes their senior patients would take, it's omega-3. These essential fatty acids found in fish oil and algae oil are often called liquid gold for the brain and heart. Yet, according to the CDC, more than 70% of older Americans are deficient, unknowingly starving their most vital organs of the protection they desperately need. Dr. Emily Rodas, a neurologist at Johns Hopkins, explains it best. Omega-3 seconds are like oil for the gears of your body. Without them, inflammation builds up in your heart, your joints, even your brain. And that's when things begin to break down. One of her patients, a 75-year-old teacher named Margaret, came in complaining of forgetfulness, joint stiffness, and mood swings. She thought it was just aging. Dr. Rodas recalls, but her blood test showed dangerously low omega-3 levels. After just 8 weeks of daily supplementation, 1,000 mgs of purified fish oil rich in EPA and DHA. Margaret's joint pain eased, her memory sharpened, and her energy returned. It was like fog lifting from my mind, she said. Science supports what Margaret felt. Research in the Journal of Gerontology found that seniors with higher omega-3 levels had 40% lower risk of Alzheimer's, better blood flow to the brain, and a stronger heart rhythm. Another study from Harvard linked omega-3 intake to fewer heart attacks and longer lifespan. These fats calm inflammation, lower triglycerides, and protect the fragile linings of arteries, all while improving mood and vision. The beauty of omega-3 seconds is that they heal silently, cell by cell. Whether you get them from wild-caught salmon, sardines, or a clean algae-based supplement, they work to rebuild the very foundation of longevity, because when your brain is clear, your heart steady, and your joints free of pain, life feels lighter again. And as we bring it all together, remember this: your future health isn't written in your genes, it's written in your choices. Coming up next, we'll reveal how these 4 supervitamins work together to protect your independence, your memory, and your golden years from fading too soon. The power to age stronger is in your hands. So now you know the truth. The difference between aging well and aging painfully often comes down to the smallest of choices. The pills we take, the nutrients we feed our bodies, and the awareness we carry each day. For too long, many seniors have trusted bright labels and empty promises, believing every supplement on the shelf was made to help them. But the reality is sobering. Some vitamins silently harm, while others quietly heal. When you choose wisely, vitamin B12 to awaken your brain, vitamin D3 to strengthen your bones, CoQ10 to energize your heart, and omega-3 to calm inflammation and protect your mind. You're not just taking supplements, you're investing in your independence, your clarity, your ability to laugh, move, and live freely for years to come. Dr. Alan Mandell, a geriatric physician with over 35 years of experience, says, aging doesn't have to mean decline. It means learning what your body truly needs and giving it just that. Her patients who follow this simple truth don't just live longer, they live better. So tonight, as you look at the